Good morning, children. From Little Bird School. Today I am taking Social Science subject of Standard 6. So, children, today we will continue the chapter number 3, Citizenship. So, children, our today's topic is citizenship. Every person living in India is not a citizen. It means those of all the persons who were living in India, they all are not an Indian citizen. Out of these people, most are Indians and some are foreigners. It means out of these peoples, most are Indians but some are the foreigners. Many people come to India from other countries and stay for some time, therefore temporary stay. See, children, many people come to our India from other countries and stay for some time, therefore it is known as temporary stay. They do not have the right to vote, participate as a candidate in election, hold government posts or enjoys other rights, therefore they are not called an Indian citizen. See, children, those people who are belonging from the foreign countries or any other countries, they did not have to write the vote as well as they did not have to participate or as a candidate in election, they did not get or hold government post or they did not enjoy other rights. Therefore, they are not called an Indian citizens. They are citizens of their own countries. People from Europe, USA, Russia, China, Japan, etc. come to India to study, to visit or to work in various industrial sectors. Ambassador of different countries stay in India but are not Indian citizens. See, children, some of the people who were belonging from the other countries like Europe, USA, Russia, Japan, etc. So these peoples are come to India for their purpose or study purpose or to visit or to work in a various industrial sector. So ambassador of different countries stay in India but they are not as an Indian citizen. Then citizenship means, what did the citizenship means? See, citizenship means to stay permanently in a country, to enjoy the rights given by the state and to perform the duties entrusted to a person. See, citizenship means we have to stay permanently in our country and enjoy the rights given by the states and to perform the duties entrusted by a person. A person gets or loses a citizenship according to the rules prescribed in the constitutions of India. It means a person get or as well as loses a citizenship as according to the rules prescribed in the constitution of India. According to the constitution, single citizenship is given by the union government to all citizens of India. See, according to our constitution, single citizen should be given by the union government to all the citizens of India. Citizens may belong to Gujarat or Maharashtra, but he is not entitled to get a dual citizenship of the state and the union. See, children, our union government has given a single citizenship to all the Indian citizens, but if a citizens belonging to Gujarat or Maharashtra, they didn't get a dual citizenship of the state. He gets only a one citizenship and that is the citizenship of India. Then our next topic is how to get an Indian citizenship. There are 4 ways of getting an Indian citizenship. So what are the 4 ways? The 4 ways are by birth, by law, by registration and by being a resident of a definite period of time. It means a person stay a long period of time, then he get the Indian citizenship. A person who is born in India gets an Indian citizenship automatically. See children, if you are born in India, then you get an Indian citizenship automatically. A child who is born in a foreign country but has an Indian parents has the right to an Indian citizenship. Here there is a definition of Indian citizenship. See, a child who is born in foreign but his parents are Indian, so he has the right to an Indian citizenship. For example, Shri Sheikh and his wife are both Indians and are staying in the US. Nadim, their son, is born. See, there are husband and wife Sheikh. They both are Indians, but his son was born in US. Shri Sheikh registers the name of Nadim in the office of Indian ambassador. Thus, Nadim gets the citizenship of two countries, US and India. However, when Nadim becomes an adult, he has the citizenship of any one country of his choice. See children, this child Nadim, he get a citizenship of two countries, US and as well as our India. But when he becomes an adult, he has the citizenship of any one country of his choice. Being born to Indian parents is a very natural way of acquiring the Indian citizenship. Yes, being born in Indian parents, it is a very natural way to get our Indian citizenship. Even foreigners can acquire the Indian citizenship by applying the government of India after a very long stay. Yes, foreigner also get the citizenship of our India due to a very long stay in our India. However, there are some conditions. There are conditions apply, like to surrender the citizenship of foreign country at the time of application. See, when a foreigner want to become or acquire to get a Indian citizenship, he has to surrender his citizenship of foreign country at the time when he was apply for the citizenship of India. Then the next point is he should be a resident of India more than 5 years. It means he have a long stay of 5 years more than 5 years in our India. Then third point is the intention of applicant must be one of the permanent residents. It means those a person who belonging to foreign countries, but he has an intention to a permanent residence only in one country. Then only he gave the citizen. Then only the Indian people give the citizenship to the foreigners. However, if a foreigner marries an Indian citizen, he or she then becomes an Indian citizen. See, there is one another way to become an Indian citizen. If a foreigner marry an Indian citizen, he or she then becomes an Indian citizen. If an Indian citizen commits the serious crime of betrayal, then he loses the citizenship of India. See, if any of the person did a serious crime or betrayal, then he loses the citizenship of India. Rajul said, Dadaji, I have got a lot of information about this citizen and citizenship from you, which I will pass on to my all friends. Rajul replied his Dadaji that, Dadaji, today I get a lot of information from you about the citizen and citizenship. So, tomorrow I will pass on all the information about citizen and citizenship to my all friends. So, dear children, today our chapter is completed. Now, we will go through the exercise. I am referring the questions. Question number 1, answer the following question. Number 1. Are you a citizen of India? Why? So the answer is yes, I am the citizen of India because I am born in India. Question number 2. Can we become a citizen of any other country? How? In order to stay in another country forever, foreigner needs to obtain a permanent residence or citizenship in the new country. When it comes to obtaining the citizenship, every country has its own set of laws and requirements. I am repeating this question as well as answer. Question number 2. Can we become a citizen of any other country? How? Yes, we can become a citizen of any other country by applying the citizenship of that particular country and we have to stay more than 5 years, and whatever the rules and laws were requirement at that particular country, then we will get the citizenship of that country. Question number 3. Can any foreigner be a citizen of India? How? Foreigner can acquire an Indian citizenship. Answer is the foreigner can acquire the Indian citizenship by applying to the government of India after a very long time stay. Yes children, I am repeating this question number 3 as well as answer. Can any foreigner be a citizen of India? How? So the answer is foreigners can acquire the Indian citizenship by applying to the government of India after a very long time stay. Then question number 4. What happens when one accepts the citizenship of any other country? So the answer is once you accept the citizenship of another country, you have to give up your Indian passport and voting rights. Yes, I am repeating this question number 4. What happens when one accepts the citizenship of any other country? So the answer is once you accept the citizenship of any other country, you have to give up your Indian passports and voting rights. Then question number 5. As a citizen of India, what are the consequences if anyone commits the serious crime of betrayal? So the answer is if an Indian citizen commits the serious crime of betrayal, then he loses the citizenship of India. Yes, I am repeating the question 5. As a citizen of India, what are the consequences if one commits the serious crime of betrayal? So the answer is if an Indian citizen commits the serious crime of betrayal, then he loses the citizenship of India. Then our last question is question number 6. What is the duty of an ideal citizen? So the answer is the duty of an ideal citizen is to obey the rules and regulations and never causes harm to the country and nation. Yes, I am repeating this question number 6. What is the duty of an ideal citizen? So the answer is the duty of an ideal citizen is to obey the rules and regulations and never causes harm to the country as well as nation. So children, you have to write this exercise in your notebook. This is your homework. Okay children, thank you.